What is up, my friends? Week 4 of the college football season. I'm Lauren Sisler. This is Jim Dunaway with the Jocks Roundtable. We are hanging out here in the Caliber store in Homewood, Alabama, getting ready for Alabama head-to-head.
That's right. SEC ranked team Texas A&M and Alabama at Bryant-Denny this week. Danny Sheridan says it's 27 points. Alabama a favorite over the ranked Aggies who played Clemson really tough.
Okay, we're going to just hit the rewind button for a minute because we don't always get things right. So we're going to go a little oops, I did it again, and just point out what we got wrong last week. And I'm going to go with Jordan Ta'amu because I said that he would get more than 250 yards. Boy, was I wrong. 133 yards passing, and 75 yards of those came on the first drive for Ole Miss.
I think a lot of people got it wrong with the Alabama secondary on the other side of that. Young guys with the great first-round draft picks, the NWO receiving core, not wide open, as Mac would say, Mac Wilson from Alabama. So it ends up being only 7 points for Ole Miss. So I think a lot of us got it wrong that we thought Ole Miss would score a few more points. They didn't. Alabama shut them down.
All right, we're cruising on to 3 and out, and this time we're going over, under. Okay, Jimmy D, first down. Will Alabama once again score 50 points? You going over or under?
In fact, keep me at over 50 until I remind you later on that they won't score 50. I don't know when they're not going to score 50. They've scored 53 straight, the most 50 points in SEC history to start off a season. 4 weeks in a row, yeah, over 50.
All right, I'm going to go just a touch under 50. I know I'm bucking the trend here. I think we're going to see a lot of Tua in this football game. I still just think that this defense that Texas A&M presents is just going to be a little bit tougher.
Hey, I think that's a pretty good call by you because 28-26 was the score against Clemson, another team that was in the playoffs like Alabama last year. Second down, though, Tua Tagovailoa, over 200 yards passing or not.
I am going to go over 200 yards. Why not? Tua. Everyone loves Tua. Tua has been so explosive in these football games. He's been able to get the ball downfield. And even if we don't see him through the entire football game, we've seen a healthy dose of Jalen Hurts as well, who's also been performing very well. I say over 200. Why not?
I'll say over as well. Manny Wilkins of Arizona State has thrown 118 passes just this year. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown 127 in his entire career. He's still very fresh. He's got a rested arm. He'll go over 200. We finally get to see Tua for 3 full quarters maybe.
And oh, by the way, 14 of the last 20 times they've driven down the field, he's had a touchdown. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things that Tua's just on fire. Third down, Jimmy D. Kellen Mond, 200 yards, over, under.
You know, this guy's mechanics are so much better, NFL scouts are saying about him. And I think that's because of Jimbo Fisher's ability to coach the quarterback. I like him getting right at 200 yards. I'm going to say slightly over. I'm going to go 202 yards passing for Kellen Mond in this game.
I'm going to go over as well. He has improved quite a bit this season. He had 430 yards against Clemson. So there you go. And I think that this Alabama defense will be tested in this football game. I think that he's going to give them a little bit of a run for their money. I'm going to go over. So now we move on to sweet emojis.
So in sweet emojis, what we do here is give you an emoji that you have on your smartphone that sort of gives you the feeling we have or maybe the fan base has about their favorite football team, in this case, Alabama. What do you have?
Jim, don't assume that everybody has a smartphone. Some people like the flip phones. They like to keep it simple.
The old Razor rocked the 90s for me. I loved it.
The Razor. I had the Motorola with the old snake thing on there. Speaking of games, I'm bringing out the controller because guess what? Alabama has been putting up video game-like numbers. It continues this week. Maybe not quite as big, but then next week they got Louisiana Lafayette, and then the week after they got Arkansas. So keep them game controllers out, baby.
I'm going to go with hard eyes because Alabama fans are loving this team tremendously. In fact, we are probably about 1 week away from a Nick Saban rat poison rant that will rival what we got last year.
All right, Jimmy D, prediction time, and Danny Sheridan says Alabama 27-point favorite. I am going to say Alabama does not cover the spread in this one. As I said, they score under 50. I am going 49-24 in this football game. I think that Alabama will obviously have a lot of offensive production, but I do like that Texas A&M, what they bring in offensively with Kellen Mond. Defensively, I think this team is going to be a little bit tougher as we talked about throughout this video.
The first almost shootout for Alabama. I'm going to say 50-23 in this contest. I'm going to take Alabama with 50 again. But 23, Kellen Mond, a dual threat quarterback. He has no turnovers this year, and I think his ability to run the football, if Alabama's in the man coverage back to the quarterback, will give them some opportunities to pick up some first downs. 50-23 in what appears to be the closest game of the year for Alabama.
Let's just hope we come back with no oops, I did it again next week. Bye-bye. And you are going to have to show me what hard eyes actually is on the phone because I have no idea.
Hard eyes? Nobody, there's not a guy in the world that has ever sent you hard eyes?
No, what is that?
It's hearts where your eyes are.
Oh, heart eyes. I think you said hard eyes. Okay, moving on. Okay, that was good.
Hard eyes.
Hard, like hard.
Eyes? Like Clint Eastwood eyes?
I guess. I don't know, that was weird. That was really weird. This video was brought to you by Caliber, a luxury store in Homewood, Alabama that's reviving the finer things in hunting and fishing.